Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do Virus issue number 3 from Dark Horse Comics. So we are continuing this, let's say Thing, like the movie Thing, but then on water. This is great. Basically, this whole book is now, this particular issue is pure action. I love it. So if you want to know what's going on, check out my other videos, subscribe and all that jazz, like my videos, share my videos. And we're going to continue, right? So, the captain is possessed, if you can call it that, or being taken over by this, entity that has infiltrated the communication system or the electronic systems, right? So our hero, I forgot his name, by the way, just, he shoots him because he's attacking them. But then it speaks back and he says, Mr. Averil, you're going to have to do better than that, and attacks him. And then he shoots at the knees and, it's been taken out. Grabs the axe and, goes right, look at his face. Yeah, he's toast. He's goner. And you see, Dad, he's disconnected. That's as dead as he's going to get. But then, oh no, it's Malone, who's also been taken over by the virus, and so but they have no bullets anymore, so they're doing a tactical retreat, and they're gathering, at the on the boat somewhere, and he says, "What are you going to do now, Mr. Averil?" I say we go below decks and cut the DC power. Cutting the generator is going to do any good. These things are plugged into the generator, to the reactor now. If we're going to fight them, we're going to need something with a little bit more punch than a couple of fire axes. So this guy has a plan, and he says, we also need a cutting torch. So he says to this woman, hey, do you still have the Chinese-English dictionary? And she says, yeah, okay, well, let's go. And so they're going to, I don't know, somewhere below deck and, have this graph. And they're looking for the gun, what's the ammunition chamber, where they store all the guns, that one, right? And it says, hey, it's below decks between crew quarters and the bridge. You're both right. So they're going there, right? But it's all dark and spooky because, the power's been cut off. It's cool. And, but, all these things there's all machinery and, stuff. And he says, hey, let's hope this thing hasn't learned Chinese yet, right? So they are using the blowcharts to get in this, explosions room. I don't know. And they hit the jackpot. And they've got quite a selection here. I thought it was a research ship. I guess in the Chinese Navy, a little paranoia goes a long way. Well, aren't they lucky, right? So they're grabbing some guns, and this guy's happy. He says, yeah. And but then they hear a thumping sound, right? And he also grabs some. What is this? Is this a grenade? Probably some other words for that. Let's call it a boomstick. Well, I know the boomstick is more like the shotgun, according to the Evil Dead movies, but still. And then this is happening. So, I guess the virus has found them, and, I love it. Then they have organic parts to do this. It looks pretty cool, right? But then they collect themselves and shoot it to bits, but then it tries to break in. And like I said, it's a pure action comic. It's very fast paced. I like that. Sometimes the art is a little bit wonky when it comes to faces, right? This is passable, but it's not always consistent because the faces look pretty similar, right? But and even the main guy is pretty forgettable as a guy. He's just the main guy that likes to, shoot things, takes charge. He's very masculine and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit over the top, all this gritting their teeth all the time. And but hey, it does the job. So it comes in, and he's starting to shoot, right? And this looks great. This looks awesome. Look at this, right? Look at this design. So cool. I wish I wish there were movies like this, right? I mean, there was a lot of 80s movies with, but how do you say, techno-organic creatures or robots then going nuts. We need more than that. We need more of that. So yeah, they're shooting, right? And it's just, oh man, we only pissing this thing off. If you are suggesting we run for our lives, I vote yes. What about the rest of the guns? He says, don't worry about that. So he throws this boomstick, and this camera sees what's happening. And man, look at this. This looks so cool. This thing is blown to atoms, and the explosion looks so good. Also, this as well, right? So it's not only an explosion that kills it, but also probably the ammunition room. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So Hero guy says, hey, grab some cargo pellets and close up this hole. But I thought you kill it, says the woman. Well, we blew it to pieces, but that doesn't mean it's dead. I like that, these are not stupid teenagers that do stupid stuff. Most of the time. So they have actually a plan, but then they see that Malone is going to the satellite link because that's the only way to get it off this boat. Because if that's gonna happen, right? Sorry. Jesus Christ. She said, hey, what's the problem? They leave us alone. They bounce off a satellite into our communication systems. They get in every goddamn machine on the planet. Normally, that wouldn't be a problem. But I got relatives in Jersey. So this guy shoots Malone, right? And he is pretty accurate and looks good, man. And so while falling, he's still shooting. That's pretty cool. And he also gets the praise from, hey, where do you shoot like that? I was in a youth group back in Brooklyn. I don't know what a youth group is. Is this some kind of a gang? What is that? I don't know. But so it seems the sun is setting, and these guys are not particularly happy that they are trying to hide and run away from creatures in the dark. I wouldn't be either, man. I would scare my pants off. Firepower isn't a problem, at least for now. The problem is knowing what light sockets these things are going to pop out of. So he says, hey, we need some breathing room. And the only thing that we can, get some breathing room is on the flight deck, right? And so they're going through the flight deck, and oh no, it's too late. The virus is already here, and I don't know, look at this. This looks great. I'm not sure if they are assembling or disassembling this particular piece of machinery, this jet fighter, I guess, or using the parts to get away. I mean, look at all these details, all these things that lying on the ground and stuff, and metal and parts and electronics. Looks so good. So our hero says, yeah, that's not going to happen, and they shoot everything in this whole plane, and yeah, until it's toast, and he just crushes this machine as well. But that it's not dead yet. I don't know. It can transform itself into something else, and he's throwing a boomstick again, and this is happening. And hey, we have to secure the hatch because it's still not dead. And as you can see here, it's still bumping on the door. But they have a plan, and I don't know, some fuel barrels lying in here. So he says if they are coming in, they are in for a surprise. And that's exactly what's going to happen. This creature comes in, and yeah, like I said, oh man, it's adrenaline fuel is this. I like it so much. These things are just getting bigger. They're getting harder to kill. The thing on the flight deck came back at us 3 times. You can't just shoot them up. You got to kill every piece, right? So they are safe for now. And he says, speaking of little things, where's Richie? I sent him to get wood to barricade the hatch. And they said, help! He hears someone. I'm coming, pal. Wait a minute, says this guy. Because we've seen this before, right? What's happening? So they are, instead of, doing stupid stuff and running in, they are going in casually, carefully, slowly, right? And so they're hearing a sound that he's screaming for help. and they see more tubes. And hey, Richie, you down there? And there's no sound. That's pretty bit eerie. And yeah, he says, "Help! Come on, hang on, Richie, just hang on." So they go. I love it that you only see, the light because everything is dark, right? And there's only the light source is visible. And then, oh no, he's dead. And that leads us to the next issue. So this virus uses him as I don't know, some kind of a Pinocchio sock puppet to talk to them and lure them into a false sense of security. But yeah, there's not many people left on board. So guys, yeah, we're gonna take there's only one issue to go, by the way. So stick around and we'll see what's gonna happen. Thank you so much for watching, guys, as always. See you next time. Bye-bye.